The live-action Moana is in theaters now, and of course, we're going to see it today. But before that happens, I've got a little bit of time. I did this on purpose so we can go look around for some of the new collectibles and toys, and I have a feeling there's going to be a good amount, because when it comes to Moana, it's not the first movie for this character. There's already Moana 1 and 2 that should be around in stores, and so I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really know what we're going to find, and I think that is one of the best parts about hunting around. So let's get going to the first store. Now, I don't exactly know how many Funko Pops they're gonna have for the new movie, but I do know that they have a pretty great Disney princess section. But before we check there, of course, we've got to at least look in the Pops. And it looks like they have some Disney stuff, but yeah, I'm not seeing Moana. And I'm not crazy, they do have some Disney stuff. We've got Jafar down here as well as Yzma, and I'm seeing Smarty Pants in the back. We've also got Buzz and Spider-Man. See, it's good to know for the new movie. I haven't picked up those yet because I still think I want to try and do the hunt the day the movie comes out. I know that might be crazy, but I'm gonna risk it. And anyways, though, down here we've got some mugs, pop protectors, The Last of Us. Yeah, no Moana. Now, coming into the toys, everybody, I always like to check the doorables first. Oh my gosh, it's empty. What is going on here? I mean, they have some of the Lilo and Stitch ones, but here's the thing, it's just Stitch. We're not gonna find any Moana in here. Maybe inside of this down here, guys, they have one left of the Doorables Squish-A-Lot, and this is gonna be the claw machine one. Is she on the side anywhere? I'm seeing Jasmine, Kermit's pretty cool, Anxiety. Yeah, you know what, guys? I am not seeing Moana anywhere. But then over here to the right, is there anything? Doorables? Adorbs. I don't think I've ever seen these before. Apparently there's some Star Wars characters in here too. Can you get a Chewbacca? Because I feel like my mom would really like that. But that is not the reason we're here today, everybody. We're looking for Moana. And if I'm gonna be honest, looking through this here, I don't think I see her. And then on this one, guys, look at this. It's Doorables. Is it like a closet or something? It comes with costumes. Oh, check this out. They're on the side. Okay, let's see here. We've got Tigger, Pooh Bear, a bunch of aliens, Stitch. Is there more over here? No, I think that's all of them. Oh my gosh, I think we might be busting on Doorables today, which is crazy because I can usually find one for any Disney character. So you know what, everybody? We can't leave this behind. Let's try our luck on the claw machine. Next spot I want to check, everybody's actually over here in the Lego because they have a giant selection of Disney sets. And I'm noticing, check this out, everybody, we actually have Moana with her boat. This is such a cool one to find. And I just noticed below that, ooh, this is a cool set. I kind of want to get it. It's Hey Hey. Look at how cool this is. I mean, it really is just like a nice figure of him, or like, you know, like a good set of him. And then below that one, I saw one more. Looks like these are all for Moana 2, for anybody wondering. And we actually have Moana's Island Fun, which is another pretty interesting. It's a little smaller, a bit easier to build. Now, coming down to the Disney Princess area, this is where I figured I would find the most Moana stuff because they have pretty much an entire aisle dedicated to it. And look at this here, everybody. I definitely didn't just set this up a second ago, but we have a Moana 2 dress, which is really nice. And then, is this the same thing or just like a boxed version? I'm not exactly sure. But then, going a little bit farther down, we also have these here. At first, I thought they were Barbies. They're made by Mattel, so it's pretty similar, but not exactly called a Barbie, I guess. It's interesting, too. It looks like it's also color changing. I've never seen that before on something like this. You also have the Heart of Tafiti necklace over here, which is so cool. And coming down a little farther, look at these guys. We've got larger dolls and a Maui down here, which is one I honestly did not expect to see. And it's funny how she looks like a little bit cuter, but then it's literally just a figure of Maui. Like, look at that. It's exactly the same. Coming up a little higher, everybody, it looks like this is another version of her. I mean, they have like 10, 15 different versions of Moana. I also didn't show you this one here with her sister. And then way up here, guys, we also have this version of her too, just like a little bit smaller. Well, everyone, we've gone through pretty much the entire toy section. Now I came down to the party aisle because sometimes you can find some pretty good Moana stuff here, like with the Pez. I know they've done a bunch of different ones, but it looks like today they don't have any of hers, even though they do have some pretty cool ones here, like this Stitch Pez here, which I'm actually really enjoying, but this is not why we're here today. We're looking for Moana. So I think with that being said, let's go over to our next store, EB Games. Last time I was here, I'm pretty sure they had a good amount of them. I mean, the wall of Pops is huge, so let's dig through it. Now I'm noticing up in the corner here, everybody, everybody, this is where the Disney stuff kind of starts. And I think because it's Moana and it is in alphabetical order here, we got to go past Lilo and Stitch down to the next row. And would you take a look at this, everybody? We have Moana with Pua, and this is actually a really great figure, one of the new ones that I was on the hunt for. Then, everybody, hidden in the back here, let me see if I can get him out of here. We have Kotu. Now, that is another really great one, because I think before this, the only one they have is Kakamora, so this is actually like a specific version of them. Well, a specific Kakamora? Kotu? I think you guys know what I mean. And then just behind that one, everybody, we have Hey Hey. And this one's really great because he does have the coconut on his head. He's screaming. It really just embodies Hey Hey. I feel like it's like the ultimate version of him here in a figure. The last thing I'm wondering, though, is what other figures are in this set that they maybe don't have here? Okay, so we have Moana with Heart of Te-Fiti as well as the Maui Premium. I don't believe the Maui would be on this shelf here. It'd probably be with the larger figures, but the Moana with Heart of Te-Fiti, it doesn't seem like they have it. Now, moving over, do I see Maui anywhere? I mean, we've got SpongeBob with Mystery. That's an underwater figure, kind of, but not really what we're looking for. We also have some Kaiju number 8. I thought maybe with this base here, because I'm pretty sure the Maui is on top of like some lava, and that kind of looks similar from the side, but we're not looking for the Darth Tyrannus figure. They've got Hulk up here. We've got some other random figures, Sonic 2 diorama, some large Pokemon ones. But yeah, it doesn't seem like they have Maui. No, I'm not seeing them anywhere. I thought, why not, guys? Let's check out the retro game section, because I'm trying to think of it here. So Moana released in 2016, the original one. I don't know when they stopped making Wii games. Like, could they have some here? We've got like Epic Mickey. There's also, I see, what else? I saw a Disney one in their High School Musical. And then I think to the left over here, I see, oh yeah, down at the bottom, Hannah Montana. Do you guys see it? Ah, there we go. That's in focus. There's also some Wii U games over here, and I'm noticing like Disney Sing It. That's all High School Musical stuff. Did somebody donate like their entire High School Musical collection or something? And I guess here's the thing, everybody. They very well could have made a Moana game. They just might not have it here. It's good to check. Oh my gosh, wait, look at this, guys. Is that... It's Bug's Life. Oh, that's great. Now, somewhere where they actually do have some Disney stuff, everybody, came over to the cards, because I'm pretty sure if we go all the way to the bottom there, Moana is probably hidden inside of the Lorcana or the Disney Wonder. They actually have a bunch of different stuff, as well as the Topps Chrome Disney from last year. They're pretty sweet, and I'm kind of debating on maybe getting the Wonder box, just to see if we could maybe get a Moana. Well, everybody, we are done over at EB Games, and I made it to the movie theater. They didn't have anything out there in terms of popcorn buckets, but check this out, everybody. They had a tiny kids cup with a little Hey Hey on top. Maybe even better if you ask me, but now let's watch the movie.
There is no escape. Oh, there is one escape.
Well, everybody, we're back, and I have some things that I want to talk about with this movie, and while we're doing that, of course, we'll check out the stuff that I picked up. But before we talk about any of that, I want to show you guys the cup that I was able to get at the movies. For some reason, they did not have any of the larger popcorn buckets, and the one that I really wanted was the Heart of Te-Fiti. From what I had seen, it came with a necklace, and then there was the bucket with like the rock spiral, and you could actually take the Heart of Te-Fiti out of the middle and then put it into the necklace, if that was real. I saw that somewhere. Either way, I wasn't able to get any of the buckets. This is still really neat. And I'm pretty sure there was a couple different toppers you can get, but you know what? Out of the bunch, I'm glad that I didn't get Moana because she's all over the cup. It's cool to have somebody different on top. But now, everybody, getting into the movie. I know a lot of you at home are probably debating on going to see this movie because it's just like a live action adaptation of a movie that we just got really not that long ago. When you think about it, some of the live action versions of movies that we've been getting, like for example with Snow White, the distance between the original movie releasing and this one is so much greater, but this one is only about a decade. Like when you think about it, 2016 feels like 4 years ago. And I know, it's literally 10 years this year. And actually, now that I'm talking about that, the Funko Pops that they released were for the 10th anniversary, not even technically the live action, even though they did swap up the box a little bit to be a little more live action. Like I'm pretty sure those are real trees in the background. So it's kind of like a mix of the normal animated version and the new one. Anyways, what I wanted to say was if you were debating on it and you liked the original, I definitely recommend going to see this one. I also saw that the audience score for it was 90%, which is amazing. And I really do think that it was a well done movie. Do I think it was necessary though? Maybe not, but it's still really good. The only person I will say that threw me off a little bit, and I was able to get this Funko Pop today. I know I didn't show it in the store, but I actually had pre-ordered the entire set, so I got lucky. It's funny, everybody. I pre-order so many random figures at EB Games that I just totally forgot that I did these ones, but good thing I did. Past Tristan did a good job. And so anyway, taking a look at this Maui here, The Rock is the only person in the movie that I found to be just like slightly off a bit. But I think it was so much better to have him with his voice because Maui is so iconic for that. Like, I feel like if it was somebody else playing him, the movie would just feel, I don't know, like something was missing. And I know that a lot of people were saying The Rock looks funny with hair, but the thing is, once you start watching the movie, you totally forget about it. It's like how people were saying a long time ago that Chris Pratt as Mario was weird, but when you get into it, you don't even really notice. And anyways, now that I've got this one here, let's take him out of the box because I really do want to see it closer up because, oh my gosh, there is a lot going on with this figure that I did not notice. Whoa! I am glad they made like this deluxe version of him. I'm loving his fishhook as well as like the lava across the bottom there. It kind of reminds me of like towards the end of the movie, and that's what I'm assuming they're going for. I was gonna say I don't want to spoil anything, but we know the movie. It's not old. This is also the remake of it, so you know what I mean. Like towards the end when they're doing their giant battle and they're trying to give the heart of Te Fiti back. And also, something that I've got to say about this figure is his tattoos are really well done. You can see the little Maui all over him, and does he even have, yeah, the one on his, I guess it'd be his left side is there as well, kind of like waving or giving a thumbs up, which is pretty sweet. I wish that there was some way they could have like animated this, but I know that's not possible on a figure. Still, so cool. And even if you're just like a fan of Moana, these are some great figures to pick up because they are like the new updated versions of them. And now also, going back to this one over here, the Moana with Pua, because we talked about her a little bit, but not enough. I love how Pua looks in her arms. Also, I think her hair is really well done. It looks like it's kind of like blowing in the wind a bit. Her outfit is really great, and I like that they gave her the base just in case she doesn't stand with the amount of hair that she has, but also with her being barefoot, I wonder if it'd be a little bit harder and it might wobble a little more than somebody with shoes on. I don't know why I'm thinking into the logistics of the figure so much. It stands well, and that's all that's important. And actually, taking a look on the back of the box, you can see there are a few other figures here that I still need to show you. Don't worry, everybody. Don't worry. Like I said, past Tristan was able to get all of them, and so I did get the Moana with Heart of Te Fiti. This is a really cool figure. The one thing that does kind of bum me out a little bit, and I understand why they did this, the only thing that glows is the Heart of Te Fiti, and I think it would have been cool if more of her glowed. Like if there was some way that they could do it so the glow from the tiny little thing in her hand somehow like illuminated her face a bit as well. Or maybe, and this is definitely not possible, they make it look normal here, but then when you go in the dark, she somehow glows completely green. Yeah, now that I'm saying that out loud, guys, I don't think that's possible. But if there was some way to make it like a translucent kind of glow paint on top of the regular figure. I feel like Funko's done something similar to that, but maybe not at that scale before. And anyways, there's the two versions of Moana, both looking great. And I'm pretty sure the hair is different on them. Yeah, the one looks a little more windswept, I guess we'll say. But anyways, though, continuing along, we also have Hey Hey with Coconut. And I thought this was a perfect way to make an updated version of Hey Hey because he does have the coconut on his head a few times throughout the movie. And not even just the live action version. I know the one in the animated original, what I'm pretty sure he's got it on his head, and maybe it's when they first go out on the water, and then she lifts it off and he just screams really loud when he figures out that there's no land around him anywhere. It's pretty funny. Oh, but you know what? Now that I think about it, he's got sand underneath him, so maybe this is a different moment, but either way, he's got a coconut on him a few times, and I think, honestly, if you love Hey Hey and you want to pick up a figure, this is a great one to get. And everybody, we've got Kotu. Now, with Kotu here, after watching the movie and trying to go through the original one to figure this out, I don't know which one is Kotu, and someone's got to help me here. Like, taking a look at the mask as well as the shark tooth necklace, I'll see if I can find an image that matches this one like the closest. I was thinking maybe it was like the main Kakamora, but even that one I felt looked a little different. But maybe that's just because I'm not looking at them exactly next to each other. I need to like sync myself up to really figure out which one this is, because there's hundreds of them in the movie. I feel like I'm going crazy here. It's just a really great figure, and it's completely different from the one that we got for the original Moana, and this one's also a little bit larger as well. I would say maybe even double the size. It's pretty crazy. Well, anyways, everybody, that's all of the Pops that I've got. Now that I think about it too, they never made one of her on the boat, but they did do one for Disney's 100th anniversary, which was only a few years ago. I haven't seen that one in stores much, but I feel like they could probably like just re-release that one a little bit and maybe put it back on the website, and it would still probably do really well. Even though I don't enjoy that one as much as I enjoyed the original one that released for the 2016 movie, because that one I believe had Pua and Hey Hey, when the new one just had one of them, and I believe it would have been Pua, I think. It's been a bit since I've actually like really stared at those figures in my collection. But anyways, now let's get into the other stuff that we've got, because we have two things we need to check out, everybody. The Disney Doorables. We need to see if there's a Moana even possible inside of here. And then, while I was over at EB Games, I ended up grabbing some cards. I wasn't sure if she was inside any of the Lorcana sets, but I knew for a fact she was inside of Disney Wonder, because when you flip it around, it's got a giant Maui on the front. Well, the back, I guess. Let's start with the cards, then we'll get into the Doorables, because I have a feeling the Doorables are going to be pretty cool, and I want to see how that little claw machine works. Now, if you've never seen these cards before, it's kind of like mainly Disney princess themed, but you also get a lot of like older Disney characters too, like I know Peter Pan's in the set. Oh, and oh my gosh, how perfect is this, guys? They changed the art for the different like types of boxes you got, and look at this. For the tiny boxes, they actually have Maui and Moana on the front. So let's hope that we can find one of them inside of here, maybe some of the other characters as well. We'll flip through them quickly, and I'll just show you some of the best hits that I've got. But let me show you the first pack here, just for fun. So we've got like Madam Mim. We also have, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be honest, I cannot see them through this here. Is that John Smith? And then we also have, ooh, that's an interesting one that's also, I think, upside down. I really cannot tell. Yeah, I think it's that way. That seems right. Anyways, continuing, we've got Jafar here, and then behind that, we've got Chef Louis. Not bad, not bad. I also think that Bibbidi Bobbidi card is pretty sweet. I don't think I've seen many like that from when I've opened them. Nothing too crazy in the second one, but we did get Ray and Flounder in the back. In the back of this one, Tiana and Bucky. And I mean, with this having Maui and Moana on the front, I'm hoping, oh, there we go. As soon as I opened up the pack, everybody, look what we had inside. Also, I'm noticing a die cut card. So let's do this like where we do them one at a time. We've got Cusco there. I'm trying to see, is that the fairy godmother? I think there's a die cut card near. We have Greetings. Where's this one? Greetings from Atlantica. Ah, I thought it was going to be Maui because I've pulled that card before and that was pretty cool. But what's behind this here? We have, ooh, is this Asha from Wish? I think it is. And then behind that one, guys, look at this. We've got Sven. This is a really cool card, and it's actually a Topps Chrome that you can get inside of here. I've only ever pulled, I think, 2 of these total, so it's kind of weird that we got it from a blaster. Okay, so we've got 1 character so far. Still have 3 more packs, though. Ooh, look at that, guys. Again, right in the front, we have Grandma Tala, and I see something else kind of fancy in there. So let's go through these. Sebastian. That's going to be, oh, I can't tell. Lady Tremaine, I think it is. I cannot see her very well. We have Louisa. Then, whoa, what is this card? And then behind that, we have Figaro. This one here is, oh, Madam Mim, but it's like a kind of like, I don't know the exact name of this one, but it's like diamond parallel a little bit. Anyways, last pack, let's find out here. Oh, we have Tiana and Naveen in the front there. I just want to see if we got any of them from Moana. We did not. It looks like at the end here, guys, we got Tweedledee and Tweedledum. But you know what, everybody? We got Maui, we got Grandma Tala. That's pretty good. And also, I am not going to complain about a die cut. Now, everybody, it's time to get into this little claw machine here. And it was the last one on the shelf, so I really, really needed to know what was going on inside of here. And honestly, if there is no Moana or Maui, I think the ones that I would want the most, just from looking at the outside here, Steamboat Willie would be so cool. But I also saw, yeah, on this side, Anxiety and Kermit would be really neat. So all right, let's cut into the top here and see what we ended up getting. Ooh. What's it gonna be? Is it just gonna be like an actual claw machine, or is there gonna be like a bunch of little bags? Oh my gosh, you like fill it with stuff. Is it full of, oh my gosh. Oh, wait, hold on. It's a big bag. Oh, it's like a smaller claw machine inside of the bigger claw machine packaging. So I guess we'll start with this here. It is really bright. I don't think this is Moana color. Wait, is that Moana right there? I'm gonna be honest, I can't tell. We'll check it in a second. But look at this, guys. That is kind of crazy. Did you see the character in the front there? I feel like it could be like a rare version of her, like a watercolor. And then everybody, we also get the character that goes on top. And I don't know who this is gonna be yet. I'm thinking like Powerline. Maybe it is. Ah! We actually got Anxiety. Oh, that is so funny. Okay, everybody, I got the whole thing set up and it looks like we ended up getting Anxiety. You can put her on top there. She's like the one full-size doorbell you get. And then the other ones inside are mini. And let me see if I can show you how this works. So you press it down, it hooks into the thing. Then you do this, and then it should come out the front. It does. And what I've learned is that all of the characters inside are actually from that movie. And it looks like if you want to, you can actually just lift the top here and put them back inside to do it over and over again. And looking at these here, with the 10 different ones you can get, there are no Moana. And it makes sense because the characters in that claw machine are all from the movie. Now that I'm looking at this too, I would love that Kermit one. It is apparently a special edition, one of the hardest ones to get, so I don't think it's ever gonna happen, but this is still amazing to add to the collection. And well, anyways, everybody, there we go. That is all that I've got for you today. And now, really quickly, before we get out of here, if you're wondering on a rating out of 10, what am I gonna give this? Because I really enjoyed it, but I don't know if I liked it more than the original. It's close, though, for me. So let's give this one, if I were to give the original, like a 9 or a 9.5. I really enjoyed that movie. I'm gonna give this one like an 8.5. And I think a lot of you guys, if you see the movie, would totally agree with me on that one. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you've seen the movie, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow.